13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
Well, you're going to want to go find the rain jacket and dust it off because you might need it this morning, but definitely as we head into the evening when we're going to see rainfall coming up.
It was hard, but I thank God I made it through.
This morning, the mayor of Vienna is in recovery after saving a mother and her kids from their car during a train crash. Hear from the mayor coming up next.
And this morning, bid commissioners will move forward with sidewalks on Eisenhower Parkway. We'll have more details on their plans.
And let us at 13 WMAZ hear about topics you want to know about through the 13 WMAZ Listening Lab. What it is and how you can participate coming up.
Good Wednesday morning, Central Georgia. You're taking a live look over the Georgia National Fairgrounds in beautiful Houston County. The time is now 6:31 a.m. here on this October the 12th. Thank you so much for continuing your morning with us. I'm Wanye Reese.
And I'm Caitlin Hack. Hopefully people will be heading out to the fair earlier rather than later today.
Exactly, because Alex says this evening may not be the best time for you to go.
Yeah, that's right. And honestly, this afternoon, we still have a rain chance as well here in Central Georgia. It's just that as we move our way further through the day, the chance is only going to increase. Speaking of increase, yeah, the temperatures over the past few mornings continue to rise. 69 over this morning in Perry. It's a humid morning when you step out the door. When I walked outside, I had like a fleece quarter zip on. I was like, wait a minute. This was not what it was a few days ago. 70 in Macon right now, as well as in Warner Robins, 69 in Roberta, and 68 in Forsyth this morning, with a few scattered showers on the radar as well. Beginning back out towards Pike, Lamar County, Upson County, down towards Taylor County. Some more. Notice these are becoming more numerous now. Jasper County on into Jones County as well, and Baldwin County getting in on some of the action. Also down towards the south, talking about Telfair, Wheeler, Montgomery counties. Some severe weather along with this cold front now, parts of southern Kansas this morning. This cold front is what's working its way across the country. Notice it's pulling in some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. That's what we're going to be seeing today, and then tomorrow morning we'll see the actual front come through. So for today, look for a high temperature right around 77 and with those afternoon showers and storms, but we do have relief in sight for the weekend. We'll talk about the weekend forecast and when the best time to head out to the fair will be here in a few minutes.
Well, thank you, Alex. An indictment handed down by a federal grand jury in Macon says 2 women face federal charges for allegedly abusing more than a dozen children at a child care facility on Robins Air Force Base.
Now, this says Zanae Flynn and Antonesia Fritz face a variety of charges, including first-degree child cruelty and battery. The alleged abuse happened in January and February of 2021 to 14 victims. Some of the accusations: they hit children, caused children to fight, stood on a child's leg, and sprayed kids in the face with a cleaning liquid.
They're also accused of pulling hair and kicking a child, causing them to hit their head on the wall. A third woman listed in the indictment as an administrator is also charged. That's Latana Mae Lambert. She's accused of failing to report the abuse.
In a statement, Robins Air Force Base told us, quote, properly caring for our airmen and their families is of utmost importance. Our airmen should have confidence in the care provided at our Child Development Center. They went on to say that they fully support the investigation. As
of right now, no court date has been set. If parents and guardians of kids who were under the care of those defendants have any concerns, you should contact the base's Family Advocacy Program. That number, it's 478-327-8398. That number again for you, it's right there. You see it at the bottom of your screen. It's 478-327-8398.
Well, this morning, this is quite a story. Vienna's mayor recovering with a broken ankle and stitches in his head. He's being hailed a hero after saving a mom and her 3 kids before a train crashed into their car on Saturday. Police say the woman faces charges, including driving under the influence and child endangerment.
And when I grabbed that last child, that's when that train hit. And when it hit, it knocked me foolish for a few minutes. It was hard, but I thank God I made it through.
Now, the mayor says as he drove closer, he heard a horn honking. He pulled over, and Rodrika Morgan said that her car was stuck and she couldn't unlock the doors. When she finally unlocked them, she told Daniels that her baby was in the back seat. When Daniels opened the door, he saw 3 kids, a 1-, 3-, and 6-year-old. He removed all 3 and says as he pulled the 6-year-old out, the train just hit the car.
6:35 this morning, the Jackson County community prepares to honor the life of 18-year-old Elijah DeWitt. Police say he was shot and killed last week in the parking lot of the Sugarloaf Mills Mall in Lawrenceville. His funeral is this evening at 6 at the Jefferson High School auditorium. Right now, 2 teens are in jail charged with DeWitt's murder. Officers arrested Chandler Richardson and Kamari Bryan in South Carolina last week. Yesterday, they were scheduled to be extradited back to Gwinnett County.
Well, early voting starts on Monday for the November elections, if you can believe it, and we want you to know who is on your ballot when you head to the polls. So Voters in Houston County's District 2, you will vote on a new county commissioner. Shane Gottwals will face Tim Riley for the Houston County Commission District 2 seat. Gottwals, a familiar name as a Houston County businessman. Riley has a background in mental health counseling and served on a city council in Hawaii.
I'd be in charge of allocating funds to all these various departments. I mean, you sit through any of these commissioner meetings and there's always a request here for a vehicle to be purchased or for this or that or a counselor that's needed for these various services in the public safety world. To be a commissioner is to make sure they all have what they need, the funds that they need.
Make sure that we're paying our first responders, the police, the sheriff, firemen, any of the medical emergency people, what they're worth. And I'm tired of Houston County being a place where the safety can come in, get their on-the-job training, and then they'll leave to go pursue their career elsewhere.
Well, we have all the information you need to know before heading to the polls next week. Our November 2022 election guide is now live on our website at 13wmaz.com. You see it there. You can find key dates, races, learn about different ways to vote, and so much more. We can also send our election guide directly to your cell phone, so you can get it by texting the word VOTE to 478-752-1309.
Well, we are coming to your community. The 13 WMAZ Listening Lab is back, and we're visiting communities all across Central Georgia ahead of the November 8th election.
Morning reporter TJ Anthony is live in studio to remind us what the Listening Lab is and how you can find it. Good morning to you, bud.
Good morning, that's right. Now the Listening Lab is our way of connecting with you. There are many issues that people are passionate about, especially during election season, but we know oftentimes it's the things that are happening where you live that matter the most.
Hey, I'm Frank. Blake, it's nice to meet you. How's the business world? What are you doing down? Is it lunchtime?
It's lunchtime.
Oh, how do you like Perry?
So during the month of October, we're taking the Listening Lab around Central Georgia. Your first chance is to meet us today. See us at the fair starting at noon. We'll be at the Georgia National Fairgrounds near the North Gate. That's near the McGill Marketplace. Now take a break from the rides, fill out a quick survey, and talk to our team. Then Wednesday, October 19th, we're off to Milledgeville, where the Listening Lab will visit Georgia College and State University. Thursday, October 27th is your last chance to see us in person. The Listening Lab will be at the Dublin Civitan Club Fair. Now all you have to do is take this quick survey and share your answers with us. And if you can't make it to see us, the Listening Lab will also be available with the survey online at 13wmaz.com. Caitlin and Wanye, take it away.
Oh, thank you so much, TJ. Love the Listening Lab. A great way just to hear what you think about your community. I'll be out there at the fairgrounds at noon, so make sure you come by and say hi.
Definitely come talk to us. Just from past experience, those questions and things that you talk to us about, we take that directly to the candidates, and sometimes we even do stories about it so we can get you some answers.
Exactly. So make sure you come out and see us on one of those days, or at least take the survey online.
That's right. Time's now 6:38 on your Wednesday morning. Bibb Commissioner is moving forward with a plan to pledge over $700,000 to install a sidewalk on the north side of Eisenhower Parkway. The mayor says county crews inspected the road and noticed clear trend lines in the grass near Canterbury Road and Key Street. You see them there. They're important because city planners can use them to figure out where people want or need sidewalks.
Potential for some other traffic calming devices, a roundabout closer to the interstate, but that will come at a later time. This is just a commitment letter that they need from us that we will put forth $730,000 in funds.
The mayor says GDOT will also pledge about $2 million to help with more road improvements. Well, fun at the Georgia National Fair can get expensive. We tell you a few ways that you can save some coins.
And we'll tell you about Taste for Justice. It's a fundraising event providing legal help to low-income families. We'll have all those details coming up. Right now, though, the time is 6:39. As you were saying, try to get to the fair earlier rather than later if you can today.
Exactly. Go ahead, try to spend all that money early because it is going to be expensive. I was just thinking about it. I was like, I couldn't imagine having a family of four, Alex.
Yeah.
And going to the fair.
You know, I'm going to start saving now, so maybe by the time they're 2 o'clock or 2, I can afford it.
Exactly. Yeah, the Listening Lab might become the Storm Lab again later tonight down there at the fairgrounds because we do have the threat of not only rain, but some storms as we head into the evening tonight. No severe weather threat, I'm not thinking. But yeah, we are going to be looking at a wet day here in Central Georgia. Looking live down at the fairgrounds right now. It is a quiet morning as expected, but we do have rain on the way today and for tomorrow morning. Could see a half inch to an inch across several spots here in Central Georgia. But on the flip side, a fantastic weekend is setting up. We've got 70 in Macon and 70 in Warner Robins right now, 69 in Roberta and 68 in Forsyth this morning. We are running some 7 to 10 degrees warmer than we were this time yesterday morning, and that's been the trend the past few mornings, running that 7 to 10 degrees warmer than the previous morning. So today, no exception to the rule, but once we get this front through here, then we will begin to break that trend. So the radar picture picking up on light showers in and around central Georgia, few and far between, at least as of right now, over towards Upson County. Once you get over towards Butts, northern Monroe County, over into Jones County and Baldwin County, just a few windshield spotters here early this morning. Then down towards the south, you saw some more there in Houston County. Once you get into Telfair, southern Wheeler, southern Montgomery counties, a steadier rainfall just to the north of Hazelhurst and to the south of Vidalia this morning. So on and off through the morning hours, that will be the trend here across central Georgia. Now let's see if the graphics want to go. There they go. As we roll into the morning hours, we will see a few breaks in the clouds, see some sunshine in here. Once we get into the afternoon, this on and off rain nature will continue, but then later on this evening, notice we get a surge of moisture out of the south. This will bring with it maybe some heavy rainfall and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder in a few spots. Then the front slides through early tomorrow morning. Hopefully we're able to get this through here by 7 a.m. and then we would be dry for the rest of the day with plenty of sun to go around, beginning at about 11 a.m. and carrying us through the afternoon hours. Now we could be talking about some much needed rainfall as well, upwards of a ½ inch to an inch in a few spots. In fact, this model is now putting 1.5 inches close to Thomaston. So we need the rain. This is good news. Glad it's not happening on the weekend. We'll take it on Wednesday and Thursday over Saturday and Sunday. 77 going to be the high temperature today. Soupy, we're calling it, with the humidity, afternoon showers and storms. Let's play a game of blast to forecast as we head into the evening hours at the fair tonight. Again, the threat of showers and storms. So if you're thinking about going out to the Georgia National Fairgrounds today, better to go later morning, early afternoon. Still the threat of rain, but the chance of rain is not quite as high as it's going to be later on tonight. Now let's play a game of forecast pop while we're at it. Tomorrow, the much better day to go to the fair. We will see a few showers there in the morning, a high temperature of 80, and then if you have the option to, once we get into the end of the week, that is probably going to be your best day to go. I thought I updated the days on that, but it looks like it didn't stick. Okay, 80 for tomorrow, a 30% chance of rain, and then once we get into the weekend, 70s return on the other side of the cold front, 76 on Friday, 79 on Saturday, so beginning to warm back up until our next cold front comes through on Monday with a 20% chance of rain, dropping our high temperatures into the 60s.